Hello learners, in today's insightful video, we'll talk about how exactly you're going to strategize current affairs. We know the importance and we know the vastness of this particular chunk of the syllabus. So in this particular video, I've spoken about 5 major things or 5 major strategies for you to follow so that you can stay updated, stay your answers so good, neat and updated. So firstly, we'll talk about what are the important sources for you to cover your current affairs. There are a number of sources, let us say newspapers, magazines, some kind of websites. If you see different people who have cleared exams or people who are guiding you speak about number of sources. So in this particular video, we'll try to simplify this particular problem. And how exactly you're going to make your notes effectively. Is it like whenever you study newspaper article, are you going to just copy paste it, or are you just going to make the notes relevant to your prelims or mains exclusively or integratively? That way, first of all, we'll deal this particular problem. And thirdly, how are you going to use this notes? How are you going to make it? Whether it is effective to make in a digital form or whether it is effective to make in a physical form. We'll tackle even that minute problem. And how well or how good, how effectively you're going to manage the time where you put your day or the routine is planned where your current affairs is also included. And at the last, I spoke about 5 major important things, 5 major tips for the clearing this exam. So firstly, we'll tackle the problem of the sources. In the headlines, if you see, there is newspaper definitely, the magazines, the government reports, the online resources and your monthly magazines and the websites. See, in this particular thing, 3 are very important irrespective of no matter like what, in which point you are at the preparation. 3 things are very important. You have to follow those 3 things irrespective of no matter like how difficulty you're facing or you're unable to manage your time or you're unable to understand, but you should make sure that these 3 things are covered in the routine. Firstly, your newspaper. In your daily routine, the newspaper should be covered no matter what. Secondly, your magazine. Any magazine. I'm not talking here, see, the monthly compilations and the magazines, both together, I'm talking together. Monthly compilations, any institute or there are number of institutes who are compiling all the current affairs like monthly wise, yearly and also weekly basis, and also you'll get editorials in one place. So pick up any one institute which you feel comfortable, pick up that and read that kind of magazine, and a magazine where either an organization or the government itself is trying to provide you. Like let us say the Yojana, where a very good compilation of your schemes and socio-economic issues. They'll analyze it properly. If it is in a critical way, they'll analyze in a critical way, and also that analysis will be backed up by data. So pick up your Yojana, do not read line to line. See, first, whenever you're studying, you should know that that is part of your syllabus. So when you know that is part of your syllabus, you know the importance of it. And I'll talk you about the framework, how effectively you study. I spoken about 5W and 1H framework. We will see. So when you pick up a scheme or a magazine or a compilation, let us say, you should make sure that you follow that framework, which we'll talk in the further video. Then there is also other magazine called Kurukshetra and Down to Earth. So this kind of magazines or your monthly compilations will definitely help you. So these 3 things you should make sure that at least you swipe at least once. Newspaper, magazine, monthly compilation. If you are reading newspaper daily on a regular basis, after reading the newspaper, if you pick up a monthly compilation or a magazine, I'm sure that I'll definitely say you that you will see or come across the same topic which you have read a week back in the newspaper. So this will be like kind of a revision, or this will give you, if in the newspaper you didn't understand the problem or the issue or any particular article properly, there will be comprehensively discussed in these two parts. So these three things, make sure newspaper rigorously you need to study, and the rest two things make sure that at least you swipe. Most important, to stand out of the crowd, you should make sure that you read these reports, at least the headings. Make sure that whatever the reports the government is publishing, you know the crux of the report or the summary of the report. You are not studying for judiciary, you are not legal luminaries, but that is why you need not to go into the deep of the reports, what is the comparison. No, not like that, but at least the summary of the report you should be well aware. And the online resources like your PIB, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha TV debates, and also PRS legislative research. So this kind of online resources, just once in a while, whenever you're having your free time or having a breakfast, lunch or dinner time, you just go through those websites, see, scan it, whatever they are talking about, what is in the news, what is the government mindset, you'll understand. In that way, you will try to write the answers which are relevant to today's time. And some other websites like your ministerial websites, social welfare website and agricultural website lie very important for you to analyze it, because in these two ministries, there are a lot of number of schemes which will be coming out. So definitely you should visit those websites. And also there is another resource like Live Mint and Business Standard for economic purpose and your business views. They'll talk for an economic perspective in the economic part of the syllabus. Economy is not about your macroeconomic NCERT or any one standard textbook, but what is the current scenario? How is the Indian economy? What is the trend? What is the comparison with your global or with your neighboring countries or with your competitors? So such kind of analysis you will get in this particular source. So in this way, you will be covering. See, I put it very simplistically. Pick up, suppose in your day, if you are planning, make sure that you read the newspaper in the first part or at the end of the day. Once you have done, in the weekly wise, pick up your last month's monthly compilation or any magazine. In that way, in the Saturdays, when you put a revision time, Saturdays or Sundays, you can go there. And whenever you are in the free time, when you're chit-chatting or having a tea or some kind of just a break, visit these websites. In this way, holistically, without any burden, you will be covering the current affairs. In this way, you will enjoy and also you will cover. And a very big question people ask is whether to make notes digitally or your physical notebooks. See, it comes again, it lies how you are comfortable with. If you can maintain, if you feel like I wanted everything at one place organized, go for digital. If you feel like, no, I have to write. If I write, I might remember. So if you are that kind of a person, you pick up your physical notebook. See to it that what matches you. Do not fall prey for others. You see what is comfortable and how well you can maintain that notes or organize that notes. And most importantly, how are you going to make the notes effectively? As I said, there is 5W and 1H framework. For any issue, if you see, we will take an example and try to apply this framework. If you see, if you pick up any issue, ask what exactly has happened in that issue and who is involved in that issue. If the government is involved, who are the stakeholders for that particular issue and when did it occur? This when kind of facts might help you in your prelims. Then where did it happen? Geography. It's very important for you to know. And why is it significant for you to study? And how does this affect our Indian society, polity and economy? How is this going to affect not just one finger, but polity, economy and your society? In this way, if you ask 5 W's and 1 H for an issue, you answer this. We have took an example and I'll try to say and how you can have a comprehensive coverage of a notes, of an issue in your notes. So make sure that you ask these questions and follow either digital or a physical notebook, whichever you are comfortable with. Next, how are you going to make this thing or how are you going to divide? So how are you going to make notes? Is it like you put a small folder in your laptop or your tab saying that it's current affairs notes, or you just pick up a new book and make it a current affairs notes? Never do that. It will, when you try to revise, or when you in this way, you will not try to relate that current affairs with any syllabus of yours. So what you do, when you have a polity and governance notes, we'll take an example of the key subjects, or the economy, or the environment, or IR, or SNT, or social issue, any one notes. You must be making notes of anything. Suppose, let us say IR notes you have, and there is some article or some kind of a diplomatic thing happening in the world or the present scenario. Now you wanted to attach this current affairs in your IR notes. Definitely in IR, you know what the topics lie. Suppose you have India-USA relations. That's a topic. That's a core syllabus of your IR. That is part of your syllabus. So now this India-USA, whatever in the current development is happening, try to see that you make that article's summary notes in your IR notes, where you will make in IR in your India-USA relation part. So in this way, when you categorize your subjects, when you categorize, there you insert your current affairs. That is how you link. And how are you going to make? Is it like you're making a whole paragraph? See, in UPSC, making notes is not about how big your notes is, but it shows how small or how concise or how very thematically in a proper, crisp and clear and short, neat notes. That is when it will make you to clear the exam, because it will help you to revise properly. So you need to use bullet points or just write keywords. Avoid paragraphs as much as possible. And how are you going to do? As I said, you link your current affairs with your syllabus or the notes which you already have for a static syllabus. Now, for example, Article 21 is there, right to life. If any kind of an issue or any kind of an article or any Supreme Court verdict is coming, immediately, yes, definitely you'll write in your polity and governance part, fundamental rights. And now how you will stand out when you write in your environment issues like air pollution, you will write. Recently, Supreme Court verdict have given, Supreme Court have verdicted saying so and so in Article 21. So in environment, air pollution, this can be your current development. In this way, you will link with your static. So never make current affairs notes separately. Try to add it with your static part, static notes or static syllabus only. Next, what are you going to do? You're going to add the data as well. If there is certain kind of a demographic change happening in a region, pick up the data and add. Not every data to be added, only the data which is relevant to the syllabus, that should be added. So this should be incorporated in your statics, the recent government schemes, Supreme Court verdicts or international reports. Any such kind of data or examples you get, you immediately go to that part of the syllabus and you add it. And how are you going to do? Make a table, use a table or use flowcharts. If suppose some kind of, you wanted to do some kind of a portrayal, suppose air pollution is there. So, let us say one organization has come forward and is trying to tell something that 5 major important parameters, it has recommended something. Now, how are you going to write? So and so organization has recommended, in the point wise if you write, yeah, you might score marks. But in a more better marks you can score like air pollution. Suppose say let's XYZ organization has said it and the 5 major points. Write it in this way or at least in this way. Or any flowchart, pictorial, choose such kind of creative things in your answers. How will you be perfect? I'll tell you in the last. Monthly and weekly, definitely you need to revise. Make sure the revision part is there in your weekly schedule and also monthly schedule. How regularly you revise, that good you will remember those topics. Now, what is a notes format example? I have told that how to make notes by asking the question. Let us take an example like in recently Plastic Waste Management Rules 2022 is there. Now you wanted to make notes of it. What is that? First you ask. It's a revised rules for managing plastic waste. You understood? Now why it has been brought? To address a problem. What are the key features? Whatever that rules are talking about. What is the impact? Reduction in pollution. And what are the challenges? Implementation. How do you link? This is related to your SDG number 12 and also in your environment, in your policy and governance, that part. So in this way, you need to first ask the question, make sure you brainstorm that question and then jot down whatever answers you get after brainstorming. Do not straight away pick up a book and start making notes. That won't work. First, brainstorm in a rough paper, ask the questions. If you have answers for such questions or the subheadings, then you jot down those points in the notes. How do you manage your time? In a daily basis, 1.5 to 2 hours are important, and this is effective. Do not think it is wasting your time. This is, if you put this 1.5 to 2 hours of your time for current affairs, definitely your answer will look enriched. And most importantly, beyond this, if you are trying to go, make sure that you are extending your preparation time for the next year. Then weekly make sure you revise, and monthly also you need to revise. And whatever, suppose in the newspaper or in your government magazines you have not covered, definitely in the monthly compilations the institute will cover. They are putting a lot of time and effort into that, so they'll make sure that everything is covered. So visit those monthly compilations, even though irrespective of you preparing or you're reading newspapers daily, but make sure that monthly, at least once, you go through the at least index. If you find something that you do not know, make sure that you study or make a note of it. What are the tips? 5 important tips. You followed everything. You know that I am going to make notes. How to make notes, where am I going to organize, whether digital and physical is fine. Now, how are you going to success? But even though irrespective of everyone following, see, everybody are going for the same thing. They are hitting the same arrow. So what are the tips for your success? You are following whatever the framework has been told, but these 5 things are most important for you to reach that day, or you need for you to clear the exam. So these are the 5 important things. First of all, do not, like, in this week from Monday to Friday you made everything notes, but on the next Saturday or next Monday, if your Saturday and Sunday is for revision, on Monday you're not showing up of the table. That will not work. Consistently, every day, every week, every month, you should make sure that you're covering the current affairs and focus on the analysis and also facts, but more should be your analysis. You have to read between the lines. You have to go beyond what exactly has been given. That we will deal in another topic. In everyday video, we will see how this kind of analysis, we pick up a topic and we try to analyze. That kind of analysis of any topic will help you. And practice in the answer writing. If you have taken any test series or a question is asked, try to make sure that you attach any relevant current affairs, whatever you have read, in your answer writing daily. And write the test definitely, and you have to stay updated irrespective, no matter what. See, if you covered static syllabus well, even in prelims and mains, for you current affairs is very important, because you are writing this year's exam but not the year or the year in which the book got printed of your reference book. So staying updated for this particular exam is very important, and make sure that a proper time is being allocated for this particular chunk. So in this way, if you properly strategize, properly organize, you'll definitely see an improvement, and you'll definitely definitely will do great in answers. So in this way, definitely make sure that you are staying updated. Thank you.